Oh, welcome to Papa Bear's Peppers, and I'm Harold, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a review. And I gotta say, I'm a little scared. So, well, here's just a little example of some of the chocolate carbarugas that are coming off. And here's one of the Reaper pods. Doesn't have a tail, but man, look at that thing. Nice, good size to it. Got a little nubby tail there, but I've got some more inside the greenhouse here, and little tray of some pickings. Just a little tray. I mean, I got tons of peppers out here to pick, but I thought I'd give you all a little example of what I'm dealing with. And we're gonna walk out here to the greenhouse, to the monsters, give you a little quick update as we go in to find out what we're really going after. So, really quick, here's one of the raised beds. That thing just loaded up in there. And yeah, there's pods underneath here. They're starting to really pod up. There's some little red ones in there, some bacons back there. So they're all over the place. Just a matter of them coming to life. My little outside chocolate carbarugas, now they're starting to get the peppers that I wanted to see. Look at that load up. Just crazy. This one even has got the little berries, but you can see the bigger pods coming in. So yeah, I'll be getting peppers on that. Some nice Primotalii right over here. Beautiful Primotalii pods. Look at these things. They're coming in really nice. Back here, some chocolate champions that I got from Justin Davis. They're really looking well. Those are going to be hot. I'm going to tell you that right now. Really good ones. And of course, my MA Wartrixes. All kinds of pods going on here. Check out these, unique. This is a cross right in here. Chocolate BBG crossed with a Reaper. Look at these things. Some crazy ones. I got the calyx on them. Right there on the top, you can see it. So I'm expecting these to be bleeders, but I got some unique shapes on here that are pretty cool. Look at that. There's a nice big one. That's a funky looking one. Some really cool ones. So all of them are starting to come along. So let's take a walk inside over here. Now I'm going to take you inside to the monsters. They're getting big, folks. Oh. Look at this. And I'm going to take you in there with me now, and you'll see what I mean. They're really loading up in here. Peppers are all on these plants, so I got some really super cool death spirals over here. See if I can show you some peeks at them. Some really nice tails on them. Look at that. You know, some real true death spirals. I got some in here. It's really hard for me to get into here right now. The plants have gotten so big. There's a really big monstrous death spiral laying right in there, lurking in the weeds. Hopefully you can see him in there. Look at that thing. Big monster right where my finger is. Big one. Got some really good looking tails on some of these. Really curled down. And so waiting for those to ripen up, but no big deal because they're in this environment. And let's see if I can reach this over. Check out the chocolate carbaruga in here. Just got big pods all over it. Really starting to get big. Some really nice Reaper pods on this plant here where that other one came from. Gorgeous tails on them. So, let me switch. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. You can see me over here, and I'm about to go in here, and I mean, look at this. It's literally, if you all follow me, you heard me say it's gonna be a jungle in here. It's literally a jungle in here, folks. Now I gotta work my way back into here. So come on back with me, and I gotta be careful. I don't want to break plants off, but we're gonna go way back into here. And look at this. It's literally just so thick in here. with these plants. I'm trying to get around them all without damaging. But it's like I'm wading through the monsters right now. There's so much going on. I'm trying to get everything out of my way so I don't damage the plants going in. Because we're going to the very back, folks. To the very back. Back to Primotalii land. So, well, let's see if I can flip this around. Give you an idea of some of these Reaper pods in here. Since I'm right back here buying some chocolate bootlaws that are growing in here. You can see they're starting to develop in here nice and swiftly. Here's one of a small Primotalii right there. That one's developing. I ain't worried about those. I got some big ones right down in there. Hopefully I can get a view. These nice Reaper pods in here. Beautiful Reaper pods in there. They're developing a lot on the other side too. But we come in here and it's very difficult to get back here. But hopefully you catch that glimpse right back there. That's what we're going after, folks. That's going to be our review pepper today. It's not the biggest Primotalii. I've got some big ones on here. But what it is, knowing how hot these things are, this is going to be plenty for me. To show you, hopefully I can show you, look at that, look at how big these are. There's a lot of them that are that big. Look at this thing. Hopefully I can dig it out of the weeds there. Crazy. Look at that tail curl back on that thing. Look at this one right beside it. Big, long mammoth. Look at that thing. Huge. Big peppers that are in here. So, like I said, while everybody's grow is like really get going, our zone here is just slightly behind everybody. There's another one. A few of them back in here. And they're really starting to take off. You can see there's development pods all over the place. So the good thing about what I have going on in here, folks, yeah, look at this. I'm swallowed up by the monsters. But the good thing that I have going on here is that because I'm in this greenhouse, I can control the environment. These barrels right here, I'm going to be refilling these with water and putting the water heaters in here. So these plants have an environment that they can thrive in, even during the winter months, inside the greenhouse here, where the monsters dwell. So, yeah, I'm trying to work my way out of here. Look at this over here. So, to give you an idea, I'm trying to work my way out. Okay, you see here, I'm 6 feet tall, folks. Look at this. They're all up in here. Monsters over there, growing up. They're just, it's awesome. I love it. So, to give you an idea, what I'm dealing with in here in the monsters. Oh, wading into there is something else. I'll tell you what, folks, look at this. That's called the monsters. Look at them. Today's damage. I'm doing a little Primotalii. And I'll tell you why I'm doing a little Primotalii, because one thing I've been discovering is the amount of oil that when I'm using this Nectar for the Gods, the amount of oil that from using this Nectar of the Gods is really making these peppers hot, folks. And I'm not just saying it just to say it. I took it to a couple of little pods to work with me. Just to, you know, I like to let folks at work try them. And we're going to go inside here. I like to let folks at work try them just so they can experience it. Yeah, I like to torture people. But yeah, it's I've noticed the heat, like on peppers that I know are hot, you know, they've got good heat, are hotter than they normally are. So a lot of people, and I know a lot of people do it, will drink milk to kill the heat or to help. This is what I do, folks. I like to do orange juice. Reason being is because it helps with the capsaicin oil. It helps break up the oils, helps with dissipating that oil. So, all right, so here we go, folks. So this is, as you could tell when we were out there in the garden, there's a lot of Primotaliis that'll be a lot bigger than this one. I got the little tail on this. These seeds I got from Jim Morrow, Jimmy Pickles, and they've been true to form. I have no complaints over it, you know, and honestly, when I want to get seeds for peppers that I want, and I want to make sure that they are going to be what they say they're going to be. I'm honest, I usually go through Jimmy Pickles on it. I go through Jim Morrow. And I really haven't had bad grows through him as far as the peppers being what they should be. So yeah. Now these are nectar grown. Nectar grown, and by what I mean is, you know, one thing I found out, folks, that, and I'm just pulling these little seeds out of here, just making sure I got a clean one. One thing that I've noticed, and let me show you the inside of that if I can. Let's go right over here. You can see the oil in there. Not many seeds, which I'm happy with, because I'd rather have no seeds and there. No seeds and just pepper. Definitely has that red flavor. Now I've seen this done before. Now obviously this is not one of the big ones, but it's going to give me a chance to review. Obviously out there on the monster, you've seen some of those peppers, and there's a lot of them. There's some that are even bigger than the ones that I showed you on that front. What the calcium based nutrition program like I use for the Nectar for the Gods, what it does, calcium really helps generate a lot of capsaicin oil in your peppers. What does that mean? That means your peppers get hotter. And folks, I am not kidding. I'm probably going to be in a lot of pain. I'm not going to lie, folks. I've been trying other ones and they've been hotter than usual. So here we go. This is a little Primotalii review. Papa Bear's peppers. We're going to do a little review here. Hopefully we hang in there. I like the flavor actually while I can still talk. It's not overly floral. It's a good tasting pepper. I ain't gonna lie, folks. That's got Primo Reaper heat, whatever you want to call it. It's got that heat. Oh. The heat hits you right back here where the Primo and the Reaper hit you. I got just a little bit of heat. It came, I don't know why, but it came on the tongue. A Primotalii is no joke. It's definitely, if I remember right, oh, this heat is building, folks. Yeah, the cross was created by, I could be wrong, but cross between a Fatali and a Primos. This is where the heat is right now, folks, and I mean it is screaming hot. I liken the heat to the burning heat of a BTR. This is orange juice. It has a good flavor. Almost a sweet note. It's not really a floral. The heat is really strong right here in the throat. Honestly, it carries heat like a BTR. If you had a BTR, a little bit of a shake going on. If you had a BTR, that heat is very searing. I liken that heat to this. The Primotalii, Red Primotalii. I got a little bit of the shakes. Whew. You saw that came out of the monsters. Obviously a smaller pepper. Albeit a hot pepper. The walls were really crunchy. Obviously a very fresh pepper, but the walls were crunchy. That's a good heat. That is a red Primotalii, folks, grown with Nectar for the Gods nutrients, which is a calcium-based nutrient. Calcium-based nutrients, like the Nectar for the Gods, make your plants very strong, very healthy, and make your peppers very hot. Because the calcium drives the oil in your peppers, generates more oil. I'm getting a little bit of ringing in my ears. That's pretty crazy. Ooh. Fortunately, I've been eating a lot of the small berries. Got a really good endorphin rush going right now. I feel like the heat's coming down. It's spiked. But I'm getting a really good endorphin rush right now. I've been finding out the peppers have been catching me off guard very hot. And this one's very much the same. put a code down there in my description block. Jimmy Pickles Peppers is where I got these seeds from. He does very good isolated seeds. Grown here in Papa Bear's Peppers. Out there in the monsters. Those monsters are huge, folks. I've got some really mean peppers growing out there. I plan on growing them for quite a while and quite a harvest. Between the raised beds, I've got some really crazy pods going on out there. A tradition that I like to do. Oh, hiccups. Wow. That I like to do is when I grow a new type of a pepper, I like to try it so I can review it. I think that would be a really good powder too. That has good flavor. Would be good for mixing in to a newer version of a super blend powder that I do for my plungers. This plunger, I'm telling you right now. Let me see. This is the plunger I use around my house all the time, folks. I've had this thing for I have 6 years now. And I put my powder right in here, and when I send one to you guys, you get one of these. Look at this, with my exclusive travel cap. You won't find this anywhere. I have a kid travel cap, and what that does is I put it right on here so I don't get spilled. It really works well. You can get a hold of me at pbpeppers@gmail.com. And yes, I do sell these, folks. I'm coming down off my Primotalii, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to experiment with that one for my super blend. Might have to make a new one. So I like the flavor of those. Primotalii just doesn't have an overly bitter or floral taste. It's actually a pleasant flavor. It carries a hint. I can just back notes of a Phytali that carries a very unique flavor in itself. The Phytali yellows, which I have growing out there, and I'll do a review of that when I get some ripe. I got some beautiful yellow Phytalis. One of the original peppers I grew many years ago, which is, it averages around, honestly, between anywhere from 450 to 800, maybe 800 is the top of a Phytali pepper. But they've been used to make some very cool peppers, folks. The Primotalii, Gator, I think, what's that? Oh, the new chocolate Phytali that Jimmy Pickles got that he's putting out. Gourmet Jigsaw had Phytali in it. I'll tell you, the Phytali is one of those peppers that's very unique and a very good one to cross with because it brings a citrusy type of a note that's you don't find on any other pepper. Cross with arguably one of the best peppers. Now I'm going to tell you this, whether you call it a Primo or a Reaper, whatever you call it, that pepper has arguably one of the best flavors to me, next to a Moruga scorpion or a Moruga pepper, which has a very sweet flavor to it. No doubt, if you ever eat a Moruga or Moruga scorpion, you're going to know what you ate. It has a very cool flavor to it. Now, back to this. My drink of choice, not milk, it's orange juice. What does orange juice do? For those of you that want to review and you're afraid of the gut bombs, what orange juice does is it breaks up the oils, the capsaicin oils, and really diminishes your chances of getting a gut bomb or capsaicin cramps. Try it sometime. Yeah, it's not going to help the initial burn, but hey, ride the wave. And then do OJ before you eat it, and some during, and you'll be surprised at your results. Life goes on. Well, I've obviously come down and I'm back to normal. My tolerance is getting a little higher, but I tell you what, the initial on that was, yeah, that was good. Am I going to say it was the hottest pepper? No, but boy, I'll tell you what. And I say that because I'm really getting hot peppers this year, and I've been torched. And so I'm starting to kind of get that tolerance built up, and that's how you do it, folks. You eat little pieces. You do these reviews on your lower heat level peppers and work your way up, and then smash the good ones. Anyway, so yeah, that's one way to do it. I highly recommend orange juice. Really good thing if you want to be a chili head and you want to. This might very well be your factor that helps you get over that capsaicin cramp. Anyway, this is Harold with Papa Bear's Peppers with this review of the red Primotalii grown out there in the monsters in my greenhouse. Y'all have a great day and keep growing.